I've been a taxi driver for the past 25 years. And my role as a taxi driver, apart from picking people up and dropping them off, is to keep the car clean. I enjoy my job as a taxi driver because I get to meet lots and lots of people. Also, I hear many problems from people, especially working night times when they've had a few drinks. I become a counsellor. Often I am asked, how do you become a taxi driver? Well, every authority has a slightly different way of licensing their drivers. But one thing in common is you will be expected to do a knowledge test to show you know your way round. You will also be asked to complete a DBS check to show you don't have any known convictions or criminal record of any kind. You will also have to complete a medical examination to show you're fit and able to drive and to lift items such as large suitcases and flight cases. And you will also need to complete a driving assessment where an examiner will take you out to show that you can drive safely. I myself currently work under the authority of Bristol City, and in the knowledge test you'll pass on a percentage. 75% is minimum for a private hire badge and 90% is the minimum for a Hackney badge, which I will explain later in the video the difference between the two. I myself was quite lucky and I did a lot of research before I did my test and actually passed on 94%. So I am a registered Bristol Hackney driver as well as a private hire driver. Every year I am required to renew my badge. I don't have to do the knowledge test again, but I will be required on some years to do a fresh DBS, although lately we've been enrolling into a subscription on it. And every 5 years, because I'm over a certain age, I have to do a medical examination. And sometimes every other year I have to do a DVLA driving check. I take my role as a taxi driver as a very serious and important role because I'm helping with the transport and to make sure people get to their destination safely and in comfort. So my role is also to talk to people if they wish to talk. Bearing in mind some people don't, and they're just quite happy to sit back and stay quiet and enjoy the ride. So part of my role is to be able to read people so that I can tell if they wish to talk or not. As I mentioned earlier, there are two types of taxi licensing. One is private hire and the other is hackney. So I'll explain the difference. A hackney badge means that you are licensed to pick up on the streets. You could be held down. The taxi has to be fitted with a meter to read the correct fare. Also, a hackney cab has the word taxi written on the vehicle. A private hire, on the other hand, does not have the word taxi written on the vehicle, and they can only accept passenger rides to a booking office or for a phone app. They are not to be held on the streets, and they are not allowed to pull over and pick up a passenger on the streets should they be held. I enjoy my job that I've been doing for the last 25 years. It has pros and cons. The pros: you get to meet lots of people from all walks of life. It's very extreme. You get to see lots of places. Flexible working hours, so you can pick and choose the hours you wish to work. The cons is you sometimes have to work public holidays and antisocial hours, and sometimes if you work night shifts you have to be prepared to deal with people who may have had too much to drink. Not that they're all bad, but with basic talking to them you can make people feel very calm and relaxed. I do enjoy my job as a life of a taxi driver.